So many students feel nervous about the airport. I didn't fully understand what's assuming they'll find job immediately. I know this is an exciting time, but it can be stressful. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Shada Kashyap. If you are coming to Australia for the July intake, this video is for you. And first of all, congratulations on your starting a new chapter of your life. I know this is an exciting time, but it can be stressful. You probably have a lot of questions like what should I pack, how much money should I bring, what happened at the airport, how do I find accommodation, how do I get a job, and how do I survive my first few months in Australia. So I remember having many of these questions same before I came here. And then I have now been living in Australia for a few years, and in this video I'm going to share everything I wish someone had told me before I write. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to bring and what to do after landing, and common mistake to avoid, and how to make your transition smoother. Yes, so let's get started. That is what to pack from India. Now let's talk about packing. Alright, this is one of the most common questions students ask, and many students either bring too much or bring the wrong thing. Let's start with the clothing, okay? Yeah. If you are coming to Melbourne, don't assume Australia is very hot. Always hot. No, not at all. Okay, so yeah, Melbourne weather is very famous for changing quickly. You can experience sunshine, wind, rain, and cold temperature all in the same day. Yes, it's true. And yeah, bring comfortable clothes like a warm jacket, hoodies, formal clothes, or formal clothes for the interviews and universities event. Yeah, and then comfortable shoes, and yes, traditional Indian outfits for the culture and the event and festival as well, because these traditional outfits, they are very expensive in Australia. And yeah, I just want to say I would recommend you guys that always buy traditional outfits from the India. Yes, now let's talk about the electronics. Bring your laptop, mobile phone, charging, power bank, earphones, and universal travel adapter, because these are very expensive. Yeah, electronic can be more expensive in Australia, so it's often better to bring them from India. Yes. And now let's talk about the medicine. Bring basic medicine for headache, cold, allergy, and the stomach issues. If you are taking prescription medicine, make sure carry a doctor prescription and keep medicine in their original packaging. Yes, you have to. Okay. And then you should also bring extra spectacles and contact lenses if you use them. Okay. Yeah, they are very expensive here as well. Yeah, for food item, always check Australia custom rules. Australia has very strict biosecurity laws, and if you are unsure whether an item is allowed or declare it, so please make sure you have to declare it on the form. And always safer to declare an item than risking receiving penalties. Okay, so make sure you have to declare these items. All right. Now we can move our third point, that is how much money should you bring. Okay, so one mistake many students make is assuming they'll find job immediately. No. Okay, you have to hard work to find your job, so that's a different story. I can tell you later maybe. So now we can stick on our topic, that is money. Okay, sometimes students get a job quickly, but sometimes it's take a week or even month, right? And then that's why you should come prepared financially. During your first few weeks, you'll have expenses such as accommodation bond, rent in advance, grocery, transport, phone bills, household items, and emergency cost. Okay, so you should have these you should have an amount of these particular things for this, and make sure you have enough money to support yourself while you are settling into your new life. All right. And then financial stress can make you first few months much harder, and then they needed to be. So be careful. Now we can move on our fourth point, that is what happened when you land in Australia. So many students feel nervous about the airport process. Don't worry about this, I'm with you. Yes, so the process is usually straightforward. After landing, you'll go through the immigration, you'll show your passport and visa details, answer your question honestly and confidently, okay? And then you collect your luggage, and after that, you'll go through the custom. And then Australia take custom very seriously, okay? You have to make sure. And then if you have any item that need to be declare them honestly, all right? And then if you are unsure about something, ask an officer. Once you exit into the arrival hall, you'll either meet your family or friends, book an Uber, catch public transport, or travel to your accommodation. All right, take your time and don't panic. Thousands of international students go through this process every year. All right. Now we can jump into the fifth point, that is first thing to do after arriving. One of the first thing you should do is get an Australian SIM card. Alright, and then having an Australian number make it easier to communicate with employer, landlord, university, with the new friends. Alright, and next open an Australian bank account. A lot of students think they can continue using their Indian bank account for everything. No, not at all. You need to get the Australian bank account. All right, so yeah, like while you can use it for some transaction, you usually need a Australian bank account if you are planning to work to Australia. Alright, so employer generally pay wages directly into an Australian account. You'll also use it for rent, grocery, online shopping, and daily expenses. So yeah, opening a bank account is usually straightforward and should be done your first priority during your first week. Now we can move our sixth point, that is apply for your TFN. TFN is very important. So another important step is applying for a TFN, which stands for text file number. All right. So when I first came to Australia, I didn't fully understand what a TFN was. All right, I just knew everybody kept telling me to apply for one, and a TFN is your text identification number in Australia. So if you want to work legally and get paid correctly, you need to one. All right, and then yeah, the good one is that applying for a TFN is free. Please remember that I have already made one video of the TFN, how to apply that. I just put on the icon on my video. You just check it out. All right, and then yeah, you don't need to pay someone to apply on your behalf. Many employer will ask for your TFN when you start working. All right, and without it, more tax may be withheld from your wages. That's why I recommended applying as soon as possible after arriving. Now we can move on our seventh point, that is public transport and Myki card. If you are living in Melbourne, you will need quickly become familiar with something called a Myki card. A Myki card is used for a public transport and across Melbourne, Victoria. Whether you are traveling by train, tram or bus, you usually need a Myki card. Many new students arrive and don't understand how to public transport works, and then this process is simple. And yeah, you load a money onto your Myki card and use it when traveling. One great thing for student is that public transport fare in Victoria have become more affordable and compared with previous years, and this can help save money if you are regularly traveling between your accommodation, university and workplace and the city. Yes, you can purchase a Mikey card from train station and authorized retailer. My advice is to go one during your first few days. Public transport will likely become a part of your daily routine. And here an important tip: always make sure you are following the correct travel requirements when you are using public transport. All right, and then ticket inspector happen regularly, and then yeah, and then fine can be expensive, very expensive, so you have to make sure you have to touch on and touch off. All right, and then a few seconds of the preparation can save a lot of money. All right, just a few seconds. All right, oh good, make sure you have to touch on, touch off. Now we can move our eighth point, that is accommodation tips. Accommodation, one of the biggest challenge for many international students, and photos online can look amazing, but reality isn't always the same. So before paying any money, try to verify accommodation property. Read agreement carefully, keep record of payments, avoid sending money to people you don't trust. Common accommodation option include share housing and student accommodation, homestay, and private rentals. So these are the options we have here in Melbourne. So take your time and choose carefully, because where you live will have a big impact on your overall experience. So make sure you have to choose wisely. All right. So now we can move our ninth point, that is part-time job reality. This is very interesting topic. So now let's talk about the jobs. This is probably one of the most searched topic among the international students. Many students believe they'll find a job immediately after arriving. The reality is totally different. Yes. And some students find work quickly and others takes time. So be patient, keep applying consistently. Popular student jobs include hospitality, retail, warehouse, cleaning, customer service, and delivery services. So these are the popular ones. And the one thing I have learned is that communication skills are extremely important in Australia or in any foreign country. Yes, so your English doesn't need to be perfect, but confident and communication can make a huge difference. Okay, and don't be discouraged if you are receiving rejections. Keep improving and keep applying. All right, until you didn't find the job. Okay, so be consistent, be patient, and yes. So now we can move our 10th point, that is very important, is biggest mistake to avoid. And don't spend money unnecessarily during your first few months. All right, don't ignore your studies while focusing only on work. All right, don't trust strangers too quickly. Don't compare your journey with someone else. Don't isolate yourself, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. All right, and then yeah, when you need any help, just ask anybody. All right, there are some people are very good here. Yes, so your one university has support service specially designed for the international students, so use them. So at the end, I just want to say few things, that is, it was my personal experience, and yeah, I just want to share. So yeah, when I first arrived in Australia, I was excited but also nervous. Everything was new. I had to learn how to balance study, work, finance, and everyday life. And there were moments when I've missed home. There were challenge and difficult days. Both those experiences taught me independent, responsibility, and confident. So yeah, looking back, every challenges helped me grow. And if you are feeling nervous about coming to Australia, that's totally normal. So every international student starts exactly where you are today. So if you are coming to Australia in this July, I wish you all the very best. And this journey will teach you valuable life lesson and help you grow in the way you may not even imagine the right now. So work hard, stay focused, manage your money wisely, and enjoy the experience. So if you like this video, so don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with other friends who are planning to come to Australia in this July. This is the major intake. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next vlog. Thank you.